Hello. Today we're going to do some drilling. I'm going to drill the holes for this nut in this neck. This is an R4 nut that came off a 2000s Ibanez, but it's the low profile nut. And first we position it in the middle using your headgear and making sure it's in the centered part. Take a punch and mark where it's going to go. Now this nut has already been drilled for a top mount, and that's going to be a problem. I'm going to have to fill these previous holes to get an accurate drill on it. So using a piece of dowel, and an X-Acto knife, we're gonna carve out a plug for this. It's getting to where it'll go in nicely. That feels about right. Tight bond 2, stronger than the wood. This is the glue you want to use whenever you're gluing anything on your guitar. We'll pop it in there. Get some glue on there. Screw it in. Like that. Oh, sorry for the delay. These scissors might work. Okay, that'll work. We'll repeat for the other hole. Okay, that should work. Dip in some Type Bond. Press it in there. And there we go. Little bit of sandpaper. This is 80 grit sticking sand. And feel it to make sure it's nice and smooth. And I think that might work. Okay, now we were here centering this nut and using a punch to get that hole started. Then I've got a hand drill. Just to emphasize that. Making sure we got it in the right spot. It's trying to walk on me, so I'm going to do this again. Okay, I can see both of them. So we're going to start with a small drill to guide a guide hole. So we're going to start with a smaller bit. Pretty small, actually. Grab your trusty drill. So you don't be nervous doing this. Making sure I see the hole. And it started to walk. Okay. Walking is no good. We want it where we want it. We got this one going good. Oh, this one's indicated nicely. It should drill. There we go. Almost. All right, we're off to the races. Now that my holes are started in the right spot, which is basically one of the most important things, I've got it going, so now making sure to drill straight. I go through with the pilot holes. Don't push on that bit too much. And that's perfect. Holes are in the perfect spot. So now we go with the second size bit to go through. And knowing that our holes are straight, it's we know it's going to go through right. Again, don't push the bit. Let the bit do the work. And that should go right through. Checking again. Oh yeah, those holes are looking pretty good. At this point, we're going to countersink. Before we make the final drill through to test the nut, we want to countersink because this countersink bit has a small guide point. If you get any bigger than that, she's going to want to walk and you might chip the wood. Remember to take your time doing this. Don't push on this at all. Let it cut and do it in little bits. You don't want to get the RPMs too high because it'll want to grab. If it grabs, it goes through on you. You got to get a dowel, glue it, let it dry, and try the whole thing again. But just because, like if this thing went all the way through, it's not the end of the world because you can dowel it, glue it, let it dry, and try it again. It's not the end of the world. Real easy touch here. A little bit at a time. Take a little bit of a break. As you can see, it's coming along. I'll just take a drink of water here. Keep calm when you're doing this. Now just kind of feather that in. Once you get the countersink established, you can run that drill a little bit more, but be very careful. The reason why I hold it by hand is because if something grabs, you can let go. If you've got this thing clamped down, it's gonna grab and it's just gonna rip. So that's why I just hold it like this. Almost there. A little bit more. And again, just be so careful. If this thing rips, it's going to chip the side. That's a hard repair. That might work. We'll check with the nut. It's not going to go through yet, but we can estimate the depth at about here. And it's going to have to go further. This is a thick neck, the R5. It's getting closer. We can use our small bit as a bit of a gauge. Well, maybe not. It's too tight. How about this one? That might be deep enough. Let's do the other one. This one you got to be even more careful with because it's got more curve on the neck in this area. Well, that's not looking bad. Maybe a little bit more on this one. All right, we're going to give that a try. Now, I really try to get it deep enough on these first ones because, like I said, the tip of the countersinker is pretty small. All right, now this is the drill I'm going to use for the stud. I'm not really sure on the size. Usually when I do this, I just take the drill bit and put it up against the stud to make sure it's about the same size. And we'll drill this through. See how she grabs? Be careful of that. Now let's see how we did. Holes are nice. Countersinks are not deep enough. Hole position looks good though. Looks like this one I might have to drill a little bit in again with the bigger bit, which we could do now. And we got a countersink more. Now you have to be very careful because this countersink might want to walk with the bigger hole, but unfortunately I didn't go deep enough, so we got to do this some more. I apologize, this is a long video, I know, but any of you guys that are going to want to do a back mounted nut, I always back mount mine. If you're doing some sort of Floyd conversion on a Beretta Special, be even more careful because that wood is softer. Take your time and be patient. Okay, I gotta go a little bit more. It's tedious, you're gonna want to push. Don't do it. You do not want to mess up and have to repair. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Alright. Well, I went through. So I'm going to have to dowel this, re-glue, and hit it again tomorrow. I hate when that happens, but it's repairable. It grabbed. Well, luckily we have our dowel here, and oh, I did not want that to happen. So at this point, we got to dowel it, glue it, and wait at least a few hours. Looks like I might have to go with a bigger dowel. Oh, it's not the end of the world here. The tight bond's going to be stronger than the wood, as long as you have a nicely fitting dowel. And of course we got the X-Acto knife, and we'll carve this thing into shape. Okay, that's a good tight fit. Let's tight bond that puppy. The thing about it is you can have the rarest neck in the world, you know, then you can be timid, and certainly you saw how careful I was trying to be. But it's not the end of the world with this. I will tight bond this thing on. and let that dry and hit it again. And I'll get back to you on another video when I try to finish this. Thank you so much.